Water is the source of life. It is essential for food production and public health. Water provides us with energy, generates income, and lets nature prosper. While most of us take clean and safe drinking water for granted, roughly 1/3 of all people in the world use a drinking water source that is contaminated or otherwise not acceptable. There are also 2.5 billion people without access to improved sanitation, and of these, 700 million have to practice open defecation. 2/3 of these people live in rural communities. At the same time, the water we have is being polluted. In developing countries, up to 90% of wastewater is untreated. Every day, 2 million tons of sewage and waste are discharged directly into rivers, lakes, and coastal zones. If we continue like this, the lack of water will become one of the greatest threats to humankind. In Switzerland, we are blessed with plenty of high-quality water resources, but many of our imported products, in particular food, are highly water-intensive and come from regions where water is scarce. In fact, water use beyond our borders accounts for 82% of Switzerland's water footprint. To meet the resulting responsibility, the Swiss Agency for Development and Cooperation invests about 90 million Swiss francs every year, including 30 million Swiss francs devoted to the global program Water to improve global water security. Through these investments, Switzerland and our partners spread innovation and technology. Our cooperation builds on the fact that access to drinking water and sanitation are human rights. We create knowledge, foster partnerships, and mobilize political support for equal access to water and sanitation and for good water governance. We also provide technologies for efficient irrigation and informed policy recommendations. Switzerland also engages extensively in water diplomacy to prevent conflicts over shared water resources. There are 286 transboundary lakes and river basins in the world. Many countries have to share their water resources with neighboring countries, and with ever-growing water demand, competition over water is likely to increase. Our work promotes shared water as a source of cooperation instead of conflict. In addition, extensive knowledge and reliable data are crucial to the effective management of water resources. We therefore support developing countries, strengthen their institutions and measurement infrastructures. We also cooperate with the private sector to address risks and to reduce their water consumption. So, can we resolve the challenge of the water crisis? The projections are dire, but the answer is simple. We must, and we can. Progress towards global water security helps our economy, our environment, and reduces poverty. The costs of inaction are disproportionately higher than the costs of action, and the longer we wait, the more expensive it will get. Switzerland and its partners are committed to addressing the water challenge. Governments, citizens, and the private sector can jointly tackle the water crisis and contribute to a water-secure world for everyone.